Okay, so I'm just at the left side of the home, and I'm working my way down the IOS, which is adjacent to the blocked DT, or sorry, the DT that was overflown because of the blocked drain. So I'm just working my way down the riser here. Oh. Okay, so it looks like we're holding water. Okay, so as we go in, we are holding a little bit of water here. So we have got some backfall. Okay, and there's a junction just there, which is the junction from the, which would be, I would say, the junction from the DT. Just want to see how much water. Okay, so it does back up quite a lot. So we're holding quite a bit of water here from this point, and we're holding water yeah, we've got quite a decent backfall all the way through. I'll just come back. Just want to see how far. I was just pushing that water along, so I just want to see how much we're actually. So we'll come around again one more time. Okay, and then we've got backfall into the DT there. Okay, so we are holding water there. Okay, so no, we are. I'm just trying to see how much actually holding. Then we come across. Okay, so yeah, so this whole section is backfalling. Before this bend here, this entire section is showing signs of backfall. I'm just going to mark where the end section of this actually is. Okay, so we're approximately 3 meters from the partition fence between front and back on the left-hand side of the home. We're approximately 400 millimeters to the left of the home. And in order to replace this section, we would need to replace from the IOS where the camera went down. We would also have to reconstruct the DT as well. So the DT would probably require reconstruction possibly. And also there is a vent just to the left here that we would need to connect into as well. Actually, with the DT, we possibly could save that. But it would just depend. If we were to refall, then we might have to actually remove that and at least reconstruct the riser along the DT section and rebuild the mortar. Okay, so I'll continue to work through under the home. We've got another junction here at 2 meters. It looks like we must be running across actually under the home as far as I can tell. That's interesting. It looks like we've got an offset here, and then we step down. Interesting. I'll just work back. Okay, so we do have an offset here, and then we track along. that may be just a bit of fat that was flushed through the pipe earlier. We'll just push that along. I'm just going to stop this for a moment and we'll just push that along. Okay, so I've just worked my way back to here. I've flushed that other section of pipe through. As I say, we seem to have an adjustment of levels here in the pipe, and the pipe seems to face down at this point here. We do seem to hold a little bit of water, I believe, in that offset. I'll just bring that back. Possibly. I'll come back to that section and have another look at it at around 6.4 metres, but we'll continue to work down the line. There may have just been a bit of fat or something that was holding in the line again that I've just pushed through. Yeah, it looked like it was just something I've pushed through. I'll just work back again just to be doubly certain. Yep, no, it's just something that I've pushed through. There's nothing holding there. Maybe a tiny bit, but nothing of consequence. Yep, no, that appears okay. It looked like it was just some lumps of fat that had been flushed through from when the drain was unblocked earlier. Okay, so now we've got another offset here in PVC. We've got a junction there at 8 metres, appears all okay. Another junction here at 8.5, appears all okay. We've got an inspection here at 9.3 metres. Okay, so I've just flushed the toilet, and that's just water running through from the toilet that's been flushed, and I'm just working my way through the drain now. Yep, there's still a little bit of fat there which needs to be pushed. I'll just continue to work that through. Okay. Okay, so I'm continuing my way through the drain. It appears to have good fall all the way along. No signs of any root intrusions or anything at this point. It appears all okay. Or is it just no, I think that's just something hanging down. Yeah, no, that's from bug activity, I believe. Okay. Continue to work through. Oh yeah, there's another bit of... Yep, just a couple of bits of fat that's sitting in the drain. Yep, just another little bit of... It's been flushed through. Okay, so we are going underwater here, which is interesting, right at the end. going to work back and see where that starts from. Okay, so we start to go underwater at about 27.7 metres from about here, I believe. 28 metres. No, I think it's still working its way down. From about here, 28.2. I'm just going to pause and just check something. Won't be a moment. Okay, so I've worked to do a locate. This is as far as the jet rod will push. 29.4 metres. 29.5. Hang on, I'll just see if I can push. Yeah, that's as far as it'll allow me to go. I'm underwater at this point. As far as I can tell, from when I was back at around 27 metres, I was at the fence line, was where I was getting my strongest signal. Where I've pushed this through, it's either directly under the fence line or it's further along into the actual neighbour section to the right if we're looking from the road. We are holding water from here through to about this section here. It seems interesting at the moment that it doesn't seem to be pulling back any further. The only thing I could assume is that it must be where it connects into the actual council sewer is where we have an issue. But if it is in the neighbours section, it's not something that we could easily access. The neighbour's property, as far as I can see under the fence line, it's actually concreted right along on his side of the property. So it's something that would require further investigation. As far as the grease blockage, we've already been through that. There's a section that's backfalling. It's about 500 millimetres deep, 2 metres section including the DT and the vent, and it is under gravel. So it would be we'd have to excavate along about 2 to 3 metres, about 2.5 to 3 metres, and replace the IOS, work on the DT and the vent, and getting it all reconnected and falling correctly.